Hello my dear students, once again I am back with the latest video for the class 12th English medium for the subject of statistics. Yes my dear students, we have already completed the first part of statistics, that would be the index numbers, the correlation, the regression and the time series. This time I am starting with the part 2, the chapter number 4. Yes, my dear students, I am not starting with the initial chapters, rather I am starting with the 4th chapter of the second part, that is limit. It is a very interesting and a very simple chapter. To be frank, if you know the concept behind this limit, it actually becomes very easy to understand and learn this chapter. Let us see what is this. What is limit? Whenever you start with a new chapter and if you don't pay attention properly to the basic content, basic concept of that chapter, it becomes very difficult to understand the later parts of that topic. So we will study in depth and in very easy to understand manner that what is limit. Let us see. In a nutshell, it is a method of finding an approximate value. It's very simple. In a nutshell, it is a method of finding an approximate value. Just you have to find an approximate value and that's limit. But how? Now let us understand this concept by a very simple illustration. In your city there is a soda vending machine where you when insert a coin, it gives you one can. If you insert two coins, it gives you two cans. Then you insert three coins and it gives you three cans. But when you inserted four coins, it didn't give you any can. So you got confused and you wondered that what will happen if you insert a five coins, and you got the five cans. When you inserted six coins, you also got six cans. That means one coin equals to one can. The number of coins you insert, you should get the number of cans. What happened with the four coins? Actually, what you should have got were the four cans. So you can now go to the soda vending machine manufacturer and complain to them that you should have got the four cans but you did not. So in limit, this is the method of estimating a value which may not be available due to some reason. In this illustration, when you inserted four coins, you should have gotten four cans. But how did you know that you should have gotten four cans? Using the 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6 coins illustration, you got the idea. Then when you can enter four coins, you should have gotten four cans. So that's the limit. There is a car. When you fill that car up, it runs 1,000 kilometers. If you fill it twice, it runs 2,000 kilometers. If you fill it three times, it runs 3,000 kilometers. So what happens when you fill it four times? Naturally it will run 4,000 kilometers. Is it simple? You might be thinking that why am I teaching you such elementary things? But my dear students, limit is a concept which works on these kind of elementary things. It approximately finds the answer for the unknown values using the other values. Now, only problem which everyone faces is that how to apply this concept in the functions. In the 11th, you studied the chapter of functions in the statistics. Now, we have to apply this elementary concept of limit into the functions, and that's the only thing which is difficult in this chapter and which is actually quite. See, this is a function I am giving you guys, x square minus 1 upon x minus 1. What we usually do, we put many values in this function and get the answer. We can put 2 here and get 3 answer. 2 square minus 1 is 4 upon 1 is 3. So likewise we can put many values in this function, but when we put 1 into our equation, let's see what happens. 1 square minus 1 upon 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So 1 square minus 1 is 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus 1 is 0. That gives us the answer 0 upon 0. That means when we put 1 into this equation, it doesn't give us an answer, it rather just gives us 0 upon 0. That's actually 0. So these kind of functions are called an indeterminate function. Now limit is used for this kind of functions using that elementary method. See, to find actual value of the function when x is equal to 1, we will use that same method. That is, we will take values which are near to 1 and put them into the equation. So we will not take 1 directly, but rather we will take the values which are near to 1. For example, 0.9 or 0.99 or 1.1 or 1.001. We will take these values, put them into the equation, find the answer, and from that answer we will estimate the value of x is equal to 1 and its answer. See, this is our equation. What we have to find is 1, but we don't know what is the answer of 1, as when we put this into equation we are getting 0. So rather I will put 0.9 into the equation. Now in your calculate that when we put 0.9 into equation we get the answer 1.9. Then when I put 0.99 into the equation, I will get the answer 1.99. If I put 0.999 into the equation, I will get 1.999. Now you must remember that when we put 1 into the equation, we got the answer 0. But right now we are getting some different answers. Let us try taking values bigger than 1. I will start with 1.1, and when I put it into the equation, I get 2.1. When I put 1.01, it is getting nearer to 1. Check that out. When I put 1.01 into the equation, I get 2.01. And when I put 1.001 into the equation, what I get is 2.001. Now, if you take an overall look at this whole table values, you will see that our answers are gradually going towards 2. 1.9, 1.99, 1.999 goes towards 2. 2.1, 2.01, 2.001 also moves toward 2. So we call this tends to. So whenever the x is going nearer and nearer to 1, the answer will go nearer and nearer to 2. We will discuss this in length in the next tutorial that I will make. Right now I am just teaching you what is limit basically. So this is the limit which you will be studying this chapter. You just have to do this. There will be certain values given to you which will not give you a perfect answer. The indeterminate functions will be there, and you will be following this elementary method to find the approximate value for that function. That's all in this chapter. Let us end our tutorial with the definition of limit. Limit is a method of finding confident approximate values. Yes, limit is a method of finding confident, that we must be confident in those answers. They are approximate, but they are confidentially approximate. We are very much sure about its answers. So it's a method of finding confident approximate values. My dear students, I will end this tutorial with this only. Next time we will discuss some concepts which are connected with the concept of limit. Till then, stay tuned. See you soon.